Hello, friends. On to chapters 5 and 6 of Jansen and the Mystery of the Dinosaur Bones. Still written by David Adler and still published by Scholastic. Chapter 5. It was one of the museum guards. "Come with me," he said. The guard led them out of the dinosaur room, through the museum lobby, to the office of the museum director. The guard knocked on the door and walked in. Cam and Eric followed him. The walls of the office were covered with paintings of prehistoric animals. There were statues of famous scientists and large stuffed animals all over the room. Cam and Eric couldn't find the director among all the paintings and statues. "Didn't you hear the bell?" the director asked. Cam and Eric saw him. He was sitting between a statue of a woman scientist and two stuffed owls. There he is. You see him? It's kind of hard to find in there. "Yes, we heard the bell," Cam said. "The 3 dinosaur bones are missing. Someone is stealing from the tail of the Ch.5-6 skeleton, and we want to see who it is." "That's impossible," the director said, stroking his beard. "Nothing is missing, but if you want to watch over the Ch.5-6, you can come back tomorrow when the museum opens." And then he said to the guard, "Now please take these children to the door and make sure this time they leave the museum." Cam and Eric followed the guard to the front entrance. The guard opened the door with the key and let them out. "Well, now what?" Eric asked. "Well, there's nothing we can do," Cam said. "We can't go back inside, so let's go home." While Cam and Eric started to unlock their bicycles, a truck rode past them. It backed to the museum driveway. A sign painted on the side of the truck said, "Beth's milk tastes best." "That's strange," Cam said. Milk is usually delivered early in the morning, not late in the afternoon." A man in a white uniform got out of the truck. He was carrying an empty milk box. "Maybe some of the milk went bad," Eric said, "and he's picking it up." The milkman knocked on the garage door, and the door opened, and he went inside, and a few minutes later, he came out carrying a large brown bag in the box. He put it in the truck. "There's probably a whole bunch of containers of sour milk in the bag," Eric said. Cam and Eric heard the door on the other side of the truck open and someone get inside. They couldn't see who it was. Then the truck backed up, and as the truck passed them, Cam read the sign again. "There's something else that's strange about that truck." Cam closed her eyes, and she said, "Click." "And the museum doesn't use Beth's milk. It uses Edna's." "That's what it said on the milk container you bought in the cafeteria." There it is, very clearly on the truck. It says Beth's. Cam got on her bicycle, and she turned to Eric and said, "That man wasn't picking up sour milk. He was picking up something else. Come on, let's follow the truck." Chapter 6. The streets were crowded with cars. It was after 4 o'clock, and many people were driving home from work. Cam stayed on the right-hand side of the street, and Eric rode behind her. The milk truck was already a block ahead. Cam and Eric pedaled hard to catch up. As Cam pedaled, her bicycle made a loud clicking sound. The kickstand was loose, and one of the pedals hit it as it went around. The milk truck made a right turn onto a side street, but before Cam and Eric could reach the corner, Cam had to stop. The loose kickstand was in the way. It was impossible for Cam to pedal. Eric got off his bicycle too, and he pushed the kickstand on Cam's bicycle back into place. "Thank you," Cam said. "You really need a new one," Eric told him. Cam and Eric got onto their bicycles again, and when they reached the corner, they signaled and turned. Cam looked ahead. A big brown dog was running along the sidewalk. A few cars were parked on the side of the street. But Cam couldn't see the milk truck. She stopped and waited for Eric. "We lost it," Cam said. "Maybe not. I think I see a truck parked in the driveway of one of those houses on the next block. Maybe it's a milk truck." There they are, trying to fix the broken bicycle. Can't have a kickstand get in the way when you're pedaling. Cam led Eric to a small brick house with a white wooden fence around it. The milk truck was parked in the driveway. No one was sitting in the truck. "They must have gone inside the house," Cam said, and she leaned her bicycle against the fence. "You stay here and watch out for them," she told Eric. "I'll look around in the back." There was a high window on the side of the garage, and as Cam walked past the window, she heard voices, and she looked for something to stand on so she could see inside. Someone tapped her on the back. It was Eric. "I locked the bicycles to the fence," he said. "I didn't want to wait out there alone." Cam found an empty wooden milk box behind the house, and she put the box right under the window and climbed up and looked through. There was a large table inside the garage, and a few small bones and some larger ones were on the table. The milk box with the brown bag they had seen the man put in the truck was there too. A bag of plaster of Paris was on the floor near some of the boxes, and metal tubs and a wheelbarrow with a pickaxe shoved in it. "Get down," Eric whispered. "Someone will see you." "There's no one in there," Cam said. "There is an open door. Maybe it leads to the house. I bet that's where they went." Eric climbed up on the box. "Look," Eric said. "The 3 missing bones are on that table." He pulled on Cam's sleeve. "Get down. Let's go back now." Cam didn't move. She kept looking through the window. "We can call the museum," Eric said. "We can tell them we found their missing dinosaur bones." "Someone is coming through the door," Cam said. "It's the milkman." Eric quickly climbed onto the box. Cam and Eric watched the milkman take the brown bag out of the box. The bag was tied with string. The milkman tried to untie it, but he couldn't. "Why'd you tie it so tight?" he called into the house. "Use the scissors," a woman's voice answered. The milkman reached into one of the boxes and he took out a pair of scissors and cut the string. "I wonder what could be in there," Eric whispered. "It can't be a bone from the seal of this," Cam said quietly. "It's too big." The milkman tore open the side of the bag. There was something large and white inside. He took it out and carefully placed it on the table. "Wow," said Eric. "Look at the size of that bone." "It must be from the Brachiosaurus," Cam said, "the one they were fixing in the museum." The milkman took out a ruler and measured the bone. He took a pad and a pencil from his pocket and wrote on the pad, and then he looked at the bag of plaster of Paris. There they are, peering through the window. There he is, measuring with his measuring tape. "We need more plaster," he called into the house. "Let's go get it," the woman said. The milkman walked through the house. "They probably used the plaster of Paris to make a copy of the bone," Camp said. "Then they'll take the copy to the museum tomorrow and leave it in place of a real bone." "Well, how do they get in and out of the museum? And why do they want the bones?" Cam added. Cam and Eric stopped talking. They heard the front door of the house open and then slam shut. After a few minutes, Cam whispered, "I didn't hear the truck drive away. They should be gone by now. Let's look." Cam quietly walked. Eric followed her, and Cam peeked out past the edge of the garage wall. She saw the truck was still in the driveway, but then she saw something else. "Our bicycles," Cam said. "What if they see them?"